Hi, I'm Peices, and this is HOI4 by Blood Alone, where we're playing the German Reich with expert AI. And first off, I'm sorry there wasn't an episode last week. I got a cold and my voice cut out, so it wasn't really in shape for recording. But we are back here now, and this has allowed me to take a little bit of a step back and actually look at what's happening. So we're going to go through some structural changes here before we hit play. But first, we've been doing a lot of work here in the oceans. You see, we've been convoy raiding down here, and we've been convoy raiding all the way over here. There's a lot of these small convoy battles, and there's actually quite a few naval battles too. If we go here, we can see that we did lose a destroyer here. In return, we sunk 3 American cruisers and 17 American destroyers, and left their battleship squadron here with 4 older battleships, but they're badly mauled. New Mexico is down to 35% health, and the Colorado is at 51. And some damage to the other cruisers in the group there too. We sunk their entire screening group, and for 1 destroyer that's fine. And we came out with quite light damage. Well, it's the cruisers here that have taken the biggest beating for us, and the Ignace now seems to have taken a bit of a turn. Then we re-engaged them again here, and we managed to sink the Philadelphia, another cruiser, and damage the Mississippi. And there's a bunch more of convoy raids here. And then down here we engaged the British, or some of our submarines. Found the Royal Oak that was limping around all alone, and sent her to the bottom. And down here we managed to find 2 more British battleships, and we promptly sunk them to the bottom of the sea as well. Down here in the Mediterranean, looks like we sunk some American submarines, and not a lot more of that, so let's clear all of those up. We are doing well on the naval front, and this is really important because America is in the war, and everything they ship over is going to be against us. So this is kind of the main thing that makes this campaign hard. Taking over all of these European nations isn't too hard. Still no progress down here. The Italians are just stuck, and they're just bashing their heads, the British and the Italians, and whoever runs out of equipment, I guess, is gonna lose this. Let's actually remove our front line down here. We don't need to have that one. We don't want our tanks or Rommel's tanks accidentally redeploying down there. I'm thinking we might have to circumvent Turkey down here and come down through the Arab Peninsula and up the Italians out this way instead. Now, we are doing quite well down here, but this is a really tough place to go into. It does look like we are... we'll see what happens here. We of course have absolutely no supply whatsoever up here. And I think that's even with the supply hub here. Yeah, the supply hub is just completely overstretched. Actually, I think the bottleneck is the naval link here. Yeah, because we're shipping from there instead of shipping from Odessa. And I guess that's the port level 2, it's the port level 3. Okay, well, I'm not really sure why this one can only receive 11. And then we've got a pretty gnarly rail link coming down here as well. If we can just take... I think it's Baku down here, isn't it? Yeah. That would be a really good boon to us. That will help secure up the supply in this area. So that's going to be... The Caucasus here is probably the main objective of this campaign. What do we have? We've got some tactical wings flying. What do we have up here? 2 more tactical wings. Or maybe we could actually divert these down here as well. I think that might be worth it. We'll double up on the Caucasian region here for the moment. We've got some Heinkos there flying. We probably don't need to be flying strategic missions. Oh, that's the strategic bombers that are. Let's move these down to the Cuban region instead, so we still have some close air support in this region. For the rest of the air, it is what it is. We are heavily outnumbered in the air. We're doing fine on fuel. We are in need of trucks. We have a 30% deficit of trucks. And if we check our logistics here, we can see that anti-air, artillery, infantry equipment, and trucks, and to some extent support equipment as well, is the big ones. Light tanks is mostly used for reconnaissance. We're going to have to bump up production here, I think. Actually, it does seem like it's turning a bit. But if we look at the other ones here, support equipment, we've recently added quite a lot of factories to, and it seems that it is rebounding. Trucks, not quite so much just yet. Infantry equipment is rebounding, but this deficit is absolutely massive. There's unfortunately not too much we can do about that. Artillery, we are rebounding, but also that's a 3,000 deficit. We are going to fix most of this. We've also got the anti-air, which we're going to try to fix that a little bit as well. We do need anti-air with us losing air superiority, or not being able to secure air superiority. So let's go through our divisions. I did rename this the Infantry Division 39. This is the basic template that we've been using for most of the war. And we are going to make a copy of this one. So let's duplicate this one. And this is the Grenadier Division. Now these were really not put into use until 44. And the main reason for that was to reduce the amount of infantry in a division. But we'll just preemptively create this template as well. That's 15 armor division, or 15 division. We can convert some of our infantry divisions to this template. That will save us a little bit of support equipment. Let's see if we can use a different icon for it. Don't really want to use either of those. I do want to signify that this is a slightly lighter division. I think though that we'll just do it this way. We'll use the this is really for a brigade-sized division. This of course is still a division-sized division with 3 brigades. We can actually we'll do it this way instead. We'll bump this one up to corps level, since this is now a large division. This is a smaller division. Still has the same amount of artillery and anti-air. But this will save a little bit of manpower and infantry equipment, while still being able to defend quite well against most things. Now for the actual changes we need to do, we need to go in here to the motorized divisions. And we're going to swap one of these out for a mechanized infantry battalion. And we're going to be removing 2 of these motorized battalions. No, just one of them. One is replaced and one is added on. So that will save us quite a lot of trucks. That will be 1,200 less trucks. And we've got the mechanized in stockpile, so that's no problem. This also gives us a little bit of infantry equipment. Right here we can remove this anti-air as well. We do have, actually don't have any anti-air at all on them. We probably want to add a support anti-air instead. Could probably remove the support artillery from these as well. Now we want them to have a little bit of a punch at least, so let's leave that in. Just swap the anti-air over there. We'll save just a little bit of anti-air at least. And we'll bring the combat width down to 15 on these. And we're working to replacing all of these trucks with mechanized. We'll want to bump up the mechanized production as well. We can just save this one. And it'll affect all the divisions in field as well. For the garrison divisions, we have some artillery here. We actually have doubled up on artillery. And while this was probably a good idea when we did it, since this adds a lot of soft attack, it helps them repel naval invasions. We don't really have the artillery to spare, so unfortunately this will bump them down to 8 combat width, and this is probably useless to actually keep the engineers on here as well. But they need the engineers, otherwise they're never going to be able to withstand anything. At least the entrenchment here gives them some bonus. So we'll just remove the artillery there. That should save us about 3,000 artillery. That's more or less our entire deficit from removing them from the garrison divisions. Here on the SS Panzer divisions, we can pop in and we'll add a medium tank destroyer. We have a few of them in stockpile. We actually have 600 of them in stockpile, so no, not these ones. We want to use them in the Panzer divisions. We already got one here. Maybe we can actually use them in both. And that's just 100. Yeah, medium tank destroyers. I thought I said we had 600 of them. I must have pressed something else. And this is the ones with the Tigers. And the medium tank destroyers, they've got a medium cannon, so they actually provide quite a lot of soft attack as well. And some additional breakthrough in armor. Brings our combat width up a little bit. But these are supposed to be heavy punching divisions. Let's save that one there. Let's see if we could do anything with these SS divisions as well. I thought it said that we had 600 in stockpile. No, we need 600, alright. Yeah, that's not going to work. And I think we've got a deficit of the light ones. Yeah. So we're not making any changes there. We're keeping it 26 combat width. And I think we've got everything we need. No, we don't have any anti-air on these. What's that? No, that's tank destroyers. I probably don't need the support anti-tank here, truth be told. We'll let them keep it. We don't have a deficit of that. I do think we probably should be having some anti-air here, though. And we've got a deficit of anti-air. We need to bump up the anti-air production. We do need to fill out the factories that we are waiting for first, though. We'll add that in and let them go. Since they are a lot on the front line, they're actually fighting quite close, so they're in a lot of the combats and they've got some expensive equipment here. And a lot of support companies that we want to try and save. I think that's fair enough. We should have anti-air on almost everything else. Motorized anti-tank. Yeah, this one's probably mostly to balance up the combat width, so we're not at 17. We could remove this one and no, that would be removing one of the tanks, I think. No, it's not really worth doing any other changes here. Unless we add, no, not there. Could add a medium tank destroyer here, if we have enough. No, we need 700 for that. Yeah, okay, so we're stockpiling medium tank destroyers so we can get some of them in there, I guess. Would be good with more artillery here as well. And this is we're probably aiming for 15 with the Panzer division here too, for the later reorganizations, and trying to leverage good tanks instead. And then we'll have the SS tank divisions as big ones. I think we might actually have more heavy tanks that we can use here. Now we got everything we need for this. That'll help bring them up closer to the goal of getting 30 there. Well, this is fine. Organization, yeah, that's good. 30 is good. Let's add some more tigers. That's a little bit more tigers than we would have in any other divisions. But they're not very fast, so. And we've got 2 of them coming in here, and we've got all the equipment, so this should be good enough. And yeah, we need to do something about this. I think we're building mostly military factories, yeah. Okay, so let's unpause. We need to just let it pass a little bit of time. And see what we are doing with the... No, not there, we want to go into trade. Because it does look like we have a massive deficit of steel. And aluminium. So we're gonna need 30 more here. So 2 more factories. And we're gonna need 100 more here. That's we can't get that much more from them. We can get 1 more factory. And from Vichy France, Do we have any of our other allies? Norway could get one. We get 14 for one there, that's fine. Romania should be a puppet, that's 13 for one. And down here is 10 from the Netherlands. And I probably need quite a few here from Vichy France then. Let's just let those clock in. And now we're at... all of a sudden we're not missing anyone. Okay, well let's... guess we cancel these again then. And I guess we take one off there again. And one off here again. Can we get away with another one? Does look like it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we did manage to take Leningrad. What's happening with the front lines here? Looks like they just end. That's not very good. We do need some support up this way. And this offensive plan does not need to encompass Leningrad anymore. We do want to get to this airport. I don't think we want to just go in there with our tanks though. We do need to move the front lines up. We'll move them up something like so. That should cause a redeployment of the tanks. Okay, we're going for reserve here. Question is, why are we going from there? How is the supply situation? Oh yeah, supply is probably... it should be okay there. But here we've got the supply hub. I think I would rather go from the south up here. That seems a lot faster. I think... who's this here? It should be Guderian. I think he just took Veliki Luki. No, that's Rommel's troops. Nevertheless, he took the Veliki Luki, and we're gonna try to pop up and take Reserve as well. That'll be good for the assault on Moscow. I think we need to push forward a little bit here. We are in the end of summer, so we're still in very good weather conditions for offensive operations. Let's make some infantry pushes here. We are in good supply. Up here we've even got some SS divisions. That's good because there's hills here on the south side of Moscow. Let's push. I should be able to push up there. And Kaluga seems to be defended by troops without any supply. We will support them with a few of our own without supply. And we are pushing for... oh yeah, the railway down here. We want to grab that because that's going to starve this entire front segment. If we can manage to knock out this supply hub here. How are we deployed? We're deployed for an attack into there. And we'll push forward. And here we are poised to attack probably in this direction. There seems to be some kind of factory there. Let's knock that one out. Yeah, there shouldn't be any problems. And we'll just go straight for the heart there. We will make sure to open up our offensive here properly. And this supply hub is oversaturated. Let's just make sure that we are attacking across the board here. Just keep moving across the river there when you can. Down here we are in a terrible situation. So we'll just leave it as it is. And we are driving there. We do want to drive straight that way, I think. And they are driving south into Baku. And we want to go there. We don't want this tank to go anywhere close to us. Just lock them in place and hope that these motorized actually are fast enough down here. Yeah, this isn't going too well, is it? Oh, they're so slow. We did manage to make it through. Now we are defending here at least. And I think we bring these in as well. Attack there. And they're trying to move in this direction. I don't really like that. We can probably help them out a little bit more here. And knocking out that airfield would probably be beneficial as well. We do have green air here. That's always something. That's interesting that we've got green air when they've got 300 fighters up here. And they're probably set to interception, so they're not doing any air superiority, of course. And most of our aircraft are actually getting through, so that's good. Hopefully it's our poor ones that are getting shot down. How are we doing against the British Air Force here? Or the Americans and British? I'm guessing we've got both of them here. Oh, it's only the US that are bombing us. Yeah, we've got lots of fighters up here, so that shouldn't be an issue. And we can't really... I would like to build some more anti-air, but I think we've got, at least in this region, we have some anti-air. Yeah, that'll just have to do for now. All of these factories need to be built. We are currently just filling up some infantry equipment here and some transport planes. We're hoping to get the efficiency back on these ones. Once these, 8 factories are done, we're going to integrate the Ukraine and the Baltic states into Reich commissariats. That'll save us quite a lot of manpower as well. Being able to not have to occupy them. Or garrison them. I think this is the most interesting place to watch at the moment. And we are... Okay, they are moving that way. The tanks are standing... They're defending at the moment. Oh, well, they're all going there, I think. See if we can do that. See what happens. Maybe we can knock them out before we... This is a hard place to fight in. And that's good. Now we're not in combat here anymore. Motorized are faster. So let's leave the tanks behind here. As soon as we got Baku, we should have start and repair the railways. We should get supply down here and we can actually push into the regions that we want. Let's see if we can get the resource map mode up. This is a lot of oil. And we got even more up here as well. So this is a critical point of our war machine. And that's why we're down here fighting, of course. And these are going to be arriving in 50 hours. They made it down there. Let's send the tanks in as well then. And let's send them all in. Now we should be able to dislodge them from there with our armored forces. Now we did manage to free up a little bit down here at least. Now we do need to kind of save Iran as well. And this territory is no fun fighting in. If we can, maybe we can roll down this direction before we go into Iran. Now did we manage to make it up here? Oh yes, we did manage to make it up here. Now we just need to actually secure our tanks. Someone needs to stay. Okay. Yeah, we're making it in here. Let's attack here as well. How do we go up here? We did advance to the tiles that we wanted to. I think we need to move the front line up a bit. This is quite a long stretch. Maybe we can actually try to come down here and encircle at least this tank division. We do something like that, and this front line is much too large. Let's just pop it up and put it into something like that. It's fine. We'll keep moving out there. Let's push a little bit this direction. They are out of supply here because we took their supply hub. Saratov, yeah, they can still be supplied from there. This should also have cut all the supplies. No, they can't supply from Saratov. No, they can through the river down here. Probably the same with Stalingrad. Since you can get at least the rivers act as a level 1 railway. So we do want to maybe move towards Saratov and we can cut off them at Engels, and then Stalingrad should fall no problem whatsoever. Were we doing any kind of offenses? Yeah, we're moving in a little bit of Moscow here. I don't think we need to micromanage anything here. Let's just keep moving up here. Rommel should be in position here now. Not really the position I had hoped he'd be in, but that's fine. I want to move that direction too with a few of them. We will support them from there instead. And maybe we can attack from there. I think there's a river running up here. Not sure where this one ends. They are out of supply. We don't want to do anything with them. Let's push in here. Let's pile in. I want to send half of these infantry divisions there and the other half there, I think. Let's send all of these 4 in here. And see if we can dislodge them there. Being able to take this corner would be beneficial as well. And Novgorod, of course. And we're waiting for... No, we don't actually need to wait for this one. A long time until it's repaired though. Can't really see. It does look like it should be online. It's gonna take a little while longer. Or we could cut them... Well, we already cut the railway up to the Kola Peninsula, so they should... But they've got ports up here, so... They can move supplies up from Arkhangelsk. And we do want to take this airbase though. I need to go out of that one. That should just be a straightforward push. I probably want to move across the river here when we can. We're gonna need to move a little bit upwards into that direction anyway. You can keep moving. Let's move down there. About with the assault on Novgorod. All except one maybe. The same thing here. Let's keep one behind. Okay, so back down here to Baku. Don't really want you to go anywhere. And just stay there. Let's get rid of that one there and this front line, I think. And we should be able to knock them out. It's so slow moving when you don't have supplies. You need to go straight into there. Okay, you're there, you should go there. Okay, we did manage to dislodge them. Now it's just a question of actually getting there. Good. Now we just need to wait for this one to be established, and then we can actually keep moving forward. So Manstein's done some really good work here. We want all of Manstein's equipment assigned, and we are gonna head up towards Astrakhan here then. Down here on the south side, there's no point doing any... these can actually do an offensive operation there. There's not really any point in attacking anything until we have our supplies, have the supplies on our side. I should be able to just roll this up now. That was really good. Now we want to take a little bit of a look here so we don't accidentally lose our tanks. They should be able to engage the tanks. They've got plenty of anti-tank weapons. I thought we were going to take this a little bit easier. Okay, let's go straight for reserve. We do need to move someone up this direction. We can also go for reserve. We do want to continue up this direction once it's possible. Yeah, we're having a hard time with that tank there. Guessing that's the one that's tough to beat down on. They don't have very much defense though, so even if we can't pierce them and we deal less damage to them, and they don't have that much to set up against it, we're just... Oh, these can actually pierce. What do they have for armor here? 54. Do we have no, we don't have anti-tank in our standard divisions, do we? We only got 29 piercing, we shouldn't be able to pierce them. What's going on here? Oh, we can pierce one. Yeah, of course we can pierce the infantry division. That's the wrong way of saying it. Okay, so we should be able to reorganize here. Let's head up that way. And here we go. This is what we were waiting for, of course. The fall of Baku. Earlier today, German forces successfully occupied the city of Baku, a vital strategic objective in their war against the Soviet Union. Located on the shores of the Caspian Sea, the city is the key to the Caucasus, and its many oil fields are sure to benefit the German war effort. Its capture puts Germany in a position to expand the war into the Middle East, and possibly even India. Another victory for the fatherland. And of course, Iran is our ally, so we could actually go way over here and start to wage war around here. This is really odd though. There's no movements on the border here. The Indians have divisions in the mountains here, but they're not moving into Iran. That's a little bit funky. That doesn't look good. Naval battle. What's going on here? Oh, we found Malay. I managed to drop a bomb on her. That's nice. I lost a submarine. What's going on here? I was thinking some American convoys. That's good. I would have liked to close Gibraltar, but we don't really have the option to do that. There's some destroyers. Doesn't look like we've caught any more big game out here. Oh, mostly convoys. I'll probably import most of their fleets licking their wounds. Okay, so the airfield here will fall shortly. Or so I thought. These are powerful divisions. Let's make sure we are moving along more vectors here. It would be nice to be able to circle up this way, and then the Finns can clean up the Kola Peninsula. And these marshlands aren't very good for defending in. Let's see if we can take a more advantageous position here. And let's try to march forward a little bit here as well. That tank is tough. It would be good if we could put anti-tank into all of our divisions actually. But I think that's going to require something like 4,000 anti-tank to put them into support companies. If we were to put them in here though. Now of course it won't affect any divisions, but we can start swapping some of these divisions over. That'll help us reduce this deficit as well. They were already up 5,000. Thanks to some of those changes of course and new production. So if we do this then we swap over. Okay, so I had a small crash here just a moment ago and from OBS. So I did make this division. I did add the support anti-tank. That's 24 anti-tank pieces per division. And I've then split them. I don't think we can see it here. It's easy to see here, I think. And I've managed to put 40 divisions over to actually using this grenadier division. So that should hopefully alleviate a little bit of both the infantry equipment and the... you can see it's already bumping up quite a lot there. And of course we're actually using our anti-tank that we have stockpiled. Artillery is looking good now. We're still missing quite a lot of other things, but I think that's something we'll have to deal with in the next episode. And oh yeah, we're very soon finishing up rocketry here as well. Okay, so we are waiting a little bit down here on Baku. We are going to start moving in some troops into this region. We would also like to get more of these troops down this direction. I don't really know how to, because no one else is guarding here. We need to help out there. Explosion, all-out assault down there. I just want to get across the river here, so we have a good stepping stone point there. We're probably not going to go up to Astrakhan here in the first case. We are going to go... Oh, where are we? There I want to be. Yeah, so we are going to go up towards this line instead. Reason being is the supply hubs here in Grozny and Makshalia. And then we probably need to go down and help Iran out a little bit. Up north here we have managed to take Tikvin. Don't know if I managed to tell you all about that. Up here we have Guderian, don't we? Yeah. So let's move Guderian up this way. And I think that was a super long offensive line. No, he doesn't have one. Okay, I think we want to head out towards bridging this gap here. Let's cross the river here as well. Make sure we are pushing them there. See if we can make it there before the tanks do. This also means that we do have some anti-tank in this region here now. Let's select these divisions that have anti-tank. I've got the division symbol and the ones that have more than, or a bigger complement of infantry have the corpse signal or corpse denominator, just so we can see them while we are switching in between them. We'll try to cross here. Let's see if we can take Rizev. It would be nice to be able to knock that up. Let's move some more infantry up there. See if we can actually move some infantry in this direction as well. This is plains, so we should be able to move in there. We got good divisions here, let's move in there. This is across a river. We are better off defending there, I think. We should be able to widen our gap up here. We've got a lot of the SS divisions around this area. We really want to try to close out this, of course. That includes keeping some pressure up on these other locations. These should be able to deal with the tank. Let's move some more divisions into this area. Let's see if we can't advance a little bit here too. I do seem to have supply for it, at least in some of these regions. They're not really there, but let's see if we can make something happen anyway. They seem to have thinned out their lines a little bit down here now. And oh yeah, there was one more thing that I thought about doing. These destroyers we want to have in there. This submarine needs to be as another patrol fleet. We're going to use the fleet's colors, of course. And it's okay to reinforce and to go back and repair. And the same thing for both of them. They don't have the binoculars though. But let's get the binoculars on them, so we know what they're doing. Down here we've also got some ships we scrambled up to try and find the Soviet subs here in the Baltic. I think we can ditch them now. We'll add those up to the high sea fleet, and the midget submarine can just pop down here to the reserves for the midget submarines that are actually operating in the Mediterranean now. And we might need to build a few more of those too. Maybe... did I do something over here too with the... No. Alright. Intelligence agency over here. Yeah, I'm gonna put him to sleep here, so that he doesn't get arrested. Don't need a full-fledged Intel network there, we just need one that is actually workable for when we need it. How's our operative doing over in America? 13%, yeah, she needs to work a bit more. I want to get it over 50% at least. Okay, so let's add these on. How are we doing with our Air Force? Yeah, we got them all centered down here. That might be fine for the offensive coming up here. Let's see if we can move in a bit down this direction. And they shouldn't have any kind of supply at all there. I guess we'll see exactly when these pop here. It does look like we'll be managing to pocketing them there. No, we don't have the offensive force here at the moment. Where's the... Yeah, we don't have the supply hub online, that's the problem. Yeah, that one doesn't matter. We finished the long-range escorts. Our tactical and strategic bombers require longer range escorts to provide protection all the way to the target area and back. Of course, we're not doing this to escort any bombers, we're doing this primarily for the research bonuses. So we can get some more advanced aircraft into the air. I'm gonna go with expand the dockyard facilities next. Let's see if we can knock them out here now then. There we go. Very good. I guess we just go all in and try to clear this pocket up. 1, 2, 3, 6 divisions. Yeah. Everyone counts, right? It doesn't look like we'll be able to hold on to there. Oh, we should do. If we help them out a bit. What do we have going on here now then? I think we need to... that one's fine. Needs to... There we go. Something like so. And we want these to probably head down that way. They are, I think, engaged in cleaning this pocket up. That's fine. They can be that. They can go in that direction. This mess just has to kind of sort itself out. And did we manage to cross somewhere here? No, we are across this side. Let's move forward here then. Okay, now we need something with a little bit more punch going in that way too. If we send 1 division up there, we can send 3 divisions, 4 divisions in this direction instead. And we're pushing, push. That's fine. Would like to take out this airport. I'm gonna go to that crossing. Got some motorized here to help out that attack. Let's go straight in there, and these tanks can head out this direction. Yeah, that should be fine. We have supply, they don't. That one's never gonna work. Let's just have them move out there before we try to move in. I actually got one more across the river there, that's good. What are we doing down here in Baku? We have supply. No, we don't have supply yet. Almost. We're probably gonna be overburdened in this supply network. It says that the bottleneck is... the naval bottleneck is Novorossiysk to Batumi from level 2. But you are level 2, yes. Is it better if we cross... we build a small railway here, I think. From here. From province 2, province 3, province. Make it level 2. Top priority. That should help supply this region a little bit better. And this is going under no problem whatsoever. Okay, so we unlock the basic guided missiles. Probably want to make something happen. We've got the rocket engine here and we've got the V1s. Let's get straight onto jet engines. We obviously want these sweet jet engines. Gas turbines might come in handy as well. Now that we are in Baku, we are getting more fuel. I probably don't want to waste it on gas turbines anyway, but still. Okay, so let's see what we can do with rocket sites. Of course, we could have pre-built our rocket sites. Now I'm thinking maybe we tear something down here in Vlaanderen and Nord-Pascal and in Normandy. Do we have anything here that we can... yeah, we can definitely get rid of that. Are we okay with blowing up a military factory? Now we're blowing up a civilian one instead, I think. Down here, well, there's not a lot going on here, is there? Would be good if we could get a few more of these up. Yeah, don't really want to get rid of the civilian ones, but these are the slots that we can kind of save ourselves from right now. Let's build some rocket sites here. Oh, why aren't we allowed to build rocket sites? Oh, because they've got 15 over 14. Oh, we need one more here, 2 more there. That was not really what I had planned. Oh, how many slots do we have there? London, we need to remove 2 more. And 2 more in Nord-Pascal. And 2 more in... well, it was 2 all the way. Okay, let's remove 2 more here. For the damaged factory there, that's fine. We are removing civilian factories, and I know it feels stupid. No, we don't want to be converting you. Oh, I pressed conversion instead. No wonder they didn't disappear. Okay, so Vlaanderen, we need to remove 1 more. No, I don't want to convert it. I want to remove it. Oh, okay. We can only remove 1. That's the same thing there. That's the same thing here. Okay, so we need to wait a little bit more before we can remove more buildings. That's what happened here. I kind of want to get a strategic bombing campaign going against England. We should, however, use our rocket engines. Or something. We need to grab the small improved air. We got so much air experience. So it's not really problem. Let's get the... Just wanted to find the airframe down here. Okay. Small improved airframe. We can't use the basic one because the basic one can't have rocket engines. But let's put some rocket engines on this one. When we get the fantastical range of 110 kilometers. Don't think we've got any rocket planes here. No, not really. No, let's just use this one and pretend it's the 163. Obviously we want to have some weapons on it, and this one's going to go after bombers, so let's put some cannons on it. And this range was pretty abysmal. And I'm thinking if we add drop tanks to it, that's only going to add 40 more to it. That is not very good. Actually, that extra fuel tanks would work really well there. Since that works against the rocket engines minimum range one. But these ones are really good for interception and not really anything else. We're going to put you on that. Question is if these will be trying to replace our BF-109s. Probably. Now these are really fast. Not very agile. They shouldn't be very agile either. Have a high air attack, crappy air defense, but they're pretty cheap compared to what we have on our other aircraft. I've got 35 on this one. Let's get rid of those. What do we have on the BF-109s? Since that's basically the same role they will be filling. 24. Okay. And if we compare them, they got a lot higher air attack. Would probably bump the air defense up just a little bit too. Worse agility, but they're much faster, so they should be able to catch the bombers more reliably. Yeah, of course the cannons are pretty expensive. And shame we got a prop down here. Maybe if we had some to make them a little bit more expensive, of course. We can save some. We don't want to have anything that reduces range, but let's put on some armor plates. That'll give us a little bit extra air defense. Actually, how about non-strategic materials to reduce that cost a bit? That doesn't cost us very much here. Perfect. And then we're down to the same price that we've got for the BF-109s. Let's scrap that one. We're going to try to put these into production, and we're probably going to swap the BF-109s over to fill the same role as... We're probably going to scrap the BF-109 soon too. The Focke-Wulfs, I'm thinking if we add a rocket rail to them, they should be able to fill the same roles as the Focke-Wulfs. Weight exceeds thrust. Oh yeah, that's the problem with the rocket engines, of course. They have no thrust whatsoever. So let's remove the armor plates. That's 4 weight, that's 4 weight. Yeah, we can't do that. We can't even do this, can we? There we go. And we got a very cheap one. We can't fit the... We can fit the armor plates here. We can't fit either of the other ones, since they're 4. I thought I had balanced this some way. Okay, so let's put some armor plates on at least. I think I get the air defense up a bit. They're still cheap. They're using a little bit more aluminium than I would like. We can fix that with the next iteration once we get a better rocket engine. We want to continue on the rocket agenda. It's a shame we don't have an ME-163 here, but that's just how it is. Let's see if we can get some of these into production. Let's put them up fairly high, I think. Let's put the transport planes back down to the bottom. We were kind of hoping we would get some extras for that. Should probably check over all of these. We are building new ones of these now, instead of just converting old bombers. That's basically what we had it for. So that's one factor we could save. Strategic bombers, yeah, probably not going to be using very many of those. We do have enough, we have so good efficiency on these. And see what we can do with the BF109s. We can't really add any. It would be if we upgraded the airframe on them and moved them up to the improved airframe as well. And we could have them be a little bit more efficient. But I think we'll probably retire the BF109s in favor of the Focke-Wulf 190s. And the main difference in real life why they still kept both of them going was because they had different engines. The Focke-Wulf used a radial engine and the BF109 used a inline V8. Yeah, okay. We'll just put a few of these into production. They should help fill out the BF109 squadrons, if not anything else. Let's check. I think we had some aircraft here that we can actually deploy as well. And that counts as our newest fighter now, of course. We've got some Focke-Wulfs we can deploy. And they got loads up here. See, do we have any... Wanted to see the air bases if we got any. Yeah, we've got 200. Oh, Leningrad's got loads of space. We've got 200 here. Let's grab fighters. Normal fighters, thank you. Well, maybe they count as that? No. No. Well, these filters are good. There we go. Start off 2 more wings of Focke-Wulfs. Lots of small other foreign ones here. Don't really need those. Let's go and get these into service, put them here. We're running air superiority on them. No, that's BF109s that are running air superiority. Put them on close air support. We can't have them on both, unfortunately. That's fine. They can fight their way to drop their bombs. Just swamp them. Looks like we have managed to move up a little bit here at least. Let's see if we can move over the river there. It should be fine once we take this one. Make it a little bit easier also for going down this side of the river. Got some mechanized there. We should be... It's taking a long time to get supplies down here. Yeah, okay. We are at least across the river. Once we have supplies, there shouldn't be any trouble expanding from here. There we go. Okay, so I think we kind of want to widen this one up a bit. We've got 19 divisions there. And we just want to punch our tanks straight up there. And we're going to need a lot of troops to fill the gap behind here. Let's preemptively start moving some of them up. One of these can move up. And this one can move up. And at least have them in the correct area for advancing. And now we should be able to take this attack on. And they seem to be retreating a bit here. There's so many troops down here too. The Soviet Union has broken our ciphers, so shouldn't be any big issues. Let's keep moving up this way and grab the airport there. And up here we are in position. We just need everyone to get back to their where they belong. See if we can get some strategic redeployments going here instead for this big lump of troops. And that's going to be a tough strike. That's a long distance, or that we're going to run out of supplies by the time we get there. If we can break through a little bit larger here, it should be possible to just run up there. This is looking quite good. And do we have anyone to fight the tank with? No, not really. We haven't managed to take RSF, but we have managed to cross the river here. No, it was not Rommel we had here. Antoffel? No. Arian? Yeah, it was Rommel. Thought so. Let's move up a bit this way, I think. Yeah, I need to move in a little bit so. If we can grab that tile, we can come in from a land connection instead of over across a river. Anyone here? Not the tanks. Infantry assault, yes, please. And let's use some infantry there to try and clear this out. Let's grab some tanks here too. We have quite a lot of equipment in this tile. Maybe we can make something happen there. The tanks here, so let's go up this way. There we go. And they've got their orders. They should be fine without any further resistance. They are repositioning, so let's check back down in Baku. Yeah, the question is how long time will it take until they react here? You guys need to get up here as soon as possible. You, same thing, get up here. One division there, it's one there. Got one attack across the river there if we can avoid it. Don't think we can. Maybe we can use the tanks back here in a bit. These divisions, yeah, they need to go straight up here. There goes the supply hub for them. The big question is, do we want to move into Grozny as well? Let's see if we can widen this up a bit. They should be in a frenzy for redeploying around here now. And who did we have down here? Manstein, alright. Well done, Manstein. Now we just need to actually secure everything we've grabbed down here. So these divisions can attack into there. That's now in low supply. They shouldn't be able to hold on quite as well. I think we do the same thing here. Should be able to knock that one out. Here we might be able to do something. Got a few more that can move in. And up there we're out of supply. I found a rocket artillery with 3 tank divisions. Now, this is going to be a tough fight for that tank division. Why does it have so much piercing? I wonder what they've made this division of. This model looks so cool. We should be able to defeat them quite easily. I don't think they've got the hardness to withstand us. Okay, so we didn't manage to take Grozny. We will send our tanks up there. They managed to get a tank division up there. Okay, so Finland wants to send us some equipment. Slovakia wants to send us some equipment. That's all fine and well. Did manage to take there. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Actually got a Romanian tank division here. Yeah, you move across there and attack across land, of course. Can you support this attack? You can. Okay, so that's shouldn't be an issue. There's so many allied troops down here. And they should be running out of airfields now, even if we got the aircraft. I wonder. Yeah, we're still losing so much more aircraft than they are. See if we can make an armored assault happen there. You need to move in there too. And let's see if we can move across a little bit here. And we're gonna move up there. Not with the tanks though. Tanks can move this way, motorized move that way. We'll swap this front line around there. We're gonna split this front line now, I think. Let's move with the motorized there, infantry there. Do it that way, we might be able to actually encircle these. Help the Finns out a little bit. Okay, so we finished advanced armor protection as well. And that's good, we are on par, we can actually upgrade our tanks. Still a little bit ahead of time for that. We could fix the light tanks. Amphibious tanks might actually be useful as well. Why do we have 100%? Oh yeah, that's for the... we got one here for motorized. We could probably use mechanized instead. And I think this one is for 88 days. That would be useful actually. Since we are going to have to make landings in America. I probably don't need more anti-tank. We do probably want to get all the way down here on the anti-air though. High priority is getting new airframes. And let's grab those. It's 236 days. And we got 210 days on the jet engines. So that's where we're flying prototype jet aircraft now. We are trying to figure out how to make them work in combat. Okay, let's move our tanks up this way. You'll have to do with infantry support instead. There's not really any good objectives up here. I also want to expand out a little bit. Yeah, we're going to hit this, try to hit the supply hub there in Vologda. That seems like a decent goal. And yeah, so we don't forget about it, let's swap the army goals around so we know where we're going. Let's pull this one a little bit out of the way. Where we go? Yeah, we're going for reserve here. Not too sure we are actually able to capture that. See if we can take this tile. That would be a good help. There's no anti-tank capabilities there, so let's go there instead. Here we've got anti-tank capabilities. So the SS divisions and these, or the division symbol instead of the corps symbol, have the anti-tank. Could go in here too, actually. We've got a lot of troops collecting up here. Let's attack into there as well. And how far do we have for This one's finishing the 6th of December. I think if we can take Moscow and Stalingrad, we could possibly be in a very good position to capitulate them by the end of this year. We are in position here for a little bit of a wider opener. Let's do it that way, and we want to have infantry support. We got a decent amount of... No, we've only got one SS, and it's a paratrooper division. Okay, but that should push us in there. Down here we are... we're moving the tanks up to be able to fight for Grozny. Where are you going? That seems really silly. Go there instead. You attack up that direction. No, I want to have you up here somewhere. And we're going to take that tile. Our assaults into the mountains here were successful, but not down there. Let's see if we can actually knock them out from there. These are still being supplied by Grozny. That's not happening. It would be good if we could knock some of these out at least. And this one doesn't look like it's going too well. Yeah, you attack into there. As we kind of open this up a little bit. And the tanks are moving forward. Maybe we have to wait for the... Okay. I thought Iran was already at war with the British, but apparently not, and now they are. I'm guessing the British are going to pile up divisions down here, and they're going to attack all across the board here. We'll see what happens with our southern flank here, if we get a flank against the Allies. Or if we manage to actually save Iran. And we do want to take a tile on the other side of the river if possible. And here we go. That means that we have a rocket-powered aircraft in the game, right? Comet sighted. The appearance of a comet in the sky has caused unrest amongst our people. The ME-163 comet, an experimental rocket plane out of one of its test flights, has shocked the rural population who have spotted this uniquely fast aircraft. It has been developed with the utmost secrecy. It will soon be unveiled. This minor incident will only make its first formal appearance all the more impressive. The end is near for our enemies, and it's a bunch of weird things that happen down there. Okay, so I wonder if that means that we actually got one into service. It doesn't look like it. Maybe just that we've got them into production. Yeah, okay. We should be building one per week. This should be reinforcing these ones down here. I want to see where they go. Probably was shot down instantly or something. But with the mission setup they have, they should go into the same wings as the BF-109s. And then maybe we can... No, we were looking at switching the BF-109s into something else. And it didn't really work out as we wanted to. Because what we could do, I guess, is remove this cannon. Could fly it with 2 cannons. And use rocket rails instead. We'll bump the air attack down a little bit. And then we can start converting all of our existing BF-109s into this ground attack variant instead. As we fill out the stockpiles with rocket interceptors instead. Now the rocket interceptors are more of a stopgap thing as well. We are probably going to replace them with jet-powered aircraft once we get jet engines. But that's almost another year ahead of time, so But then before next summer, we should be in position to do something about that. So another factory there. I think we are doing fine with those. Let's move these down to the other aircraft. Same thing with the ME163. That also means that we have almost got enough factories, and I would like to pull these. I'm not going to do that one. Ostland and Ukraine, but I think that we will lose factories by doing that. Since this an enormous amount of area in this location, and they have lots of it, and we don't have very high resistance here just yet. We actually have quite good, at least here in the Baltic states, we have very good resistance levels. Ukraine might be more worth it to do. That would actually save us loads and loads of infantry equipment. So we are steadily increasing. By releasing Ukraine, we would probably be in a good position. But we'll take that decision in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you next time.